Aing harus go live. Ini tadi ada yang ngechat Aing. Nggak ada. Aing belum setup ininya, belum setup apa latarnya Aing kerak. Lagi. Ini tadi ada. Oh ininya. Suaranya masuk ya?
Suara
Musik.
Suara game ya?
Ya suara game.
Iya.
Latarnya Aing kerak. Oh iya.
Nih, Aing. Ini Aing mendengar suara-suara asing gini.
Oh iya,
bahkan
ada apa?
Bahkan Aing nggak tahu suara game ya? Iya.
Latarnya Aing kerak. Ada echo juga kayaknya di mana? Oh mana ini apa dari
ya. Nyalain YouTube kan? Aing mute. Sudah benar nih, sudah benar.
Benar ya. Bentar apa? Aing setup buka sama setup speaker Aing masuk.
Bat, suara Aing masuk Bat sana.
Gak tahu makanya Aing mau ngecek. Harusnya sih tidak.
Gak tahu tiba-tiba Elmo ngechat Aing suara mana masuk banget.
Mungkin dia kira mana yang streaming, Aing gak tahu.
Bukan.
Oh iya, suara mana masuk juga.
Iya.
Tar. Kayaknya salah Aing bisa ini. Ya, Aing chat dulu. Enggak, harusnya udah benar tadi. Ya udah benar ini. Wah, bingung juga, Jun. Suara mana yang masuk? Bentar, kita coba melakukan sesuatu. Ini kan. Bentar. Coba, Jun. Ada nggak suara mana?
Bentar, tes 1, 2, 3.
Ada.
Nah.
Aing lupa tadi Aing ngapain. Tadi itu Aing udah bisa pisahin buat browser.
Coba mana bertanya dulu itu kabel yang mana download gimana?
Bentar, ya. Kita coba Google dulu. Bagaimana cara memindahkan supaya suaranya masuk dari satu window. Biarin aja jalan. Siapa tahu ada teman-teman kita yang bisa memberikan masukan atau saran. Ada masalah teknis teman-teman. Masalah teknisnya adalah we try to have a backseat for the game. So but the voice from the backseat is coming over to the stream. We try to separate that now. Suara mana nggak masuk, Jun? Tenang saja. Enggak, tapi gamenya yang masalah sekarang. audio gamenya. The game audio is yeah, the game audio is mixed with Discord audio.
Ini kayak suara gamenya hilang. Keren hilang ternyata.
Ya, suara gamenya hilang, betul.
Di ketok magic kagak ini.
Bluetooth enabled. Auxiliary enabled.
So how to separate this? Cable input. Okay. Oh, 8 minutes have been passed. We will start after 2 more minutes. Give me 2 more minutes and we start whatever happens. I'll reduce the BGM volume a bit. Oh, 8 minutes have been passed. We will start after 2 more minutes and start. Coba mana yang ngomong, Jun?
Oh, udah nggak ini ternyata. Tes.
Gak ada ya suara mana? Masuk gak suara mana? Boleh dengar gak?
Dari stream. Nah, Aing belum ini ngomong stream ya. Keluar eko hebat ini. Kalau tidak salah. Atensi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ya, tidak keluar.
Okay, I think we can just start with little backseat. We will fix this in the future next time. Okay, so I forgot to turn off the model. Jadi ya kita mulai aja, walaupun ada beberapa sebentar, ada echo, walaupun ada sedikit masalah teknis. Sebentar, ada yang harus dilakukan dulu. Jadi mulai dari mana ya? Jadi hari ini kita akan coba bermain game, sebuah game horor. Wait a second, we still have some stuff to do. I still need to load the model. Okay, everything seems good. So today we'll play a game. It's a fan game from what was it again? Ceiling Club. I forgot its full name. So it's a horror game, and it's a fan game from a CD album, music album. The music album is a Toho music album. If you guys don't know Toho, it's a bullet hell game created by Zun or Team Shanghai Alice. He also released some music album, and there are a character for certain music album that didn't appear in the game, and somehow they popular enough to get a fun game. So let's begin. Ya, jadi kita akan main semacam fan game Toho dari salah satu album Zun. Ya, dari album ini apa namanya? Itu klub yang di masa depan. Segel betul. Okay. Second. How to play this? I thought we're gonna use mouse. It turns out I need to use my keyboard. Eternally lost under the veil of inky black. How to next? Oh, enter. Okay. You can go anywhere, but you will never escape from your fear. I will speak in English because the subtitle is in English. Yeah, it's also to train my speaking. I rarely have a time to train that. Where am I? Is this a forest? It's so dark, I can barely tell what's in front of me. There is something wrong with this place. The air feels heavy and unsettling. So there is not much introductions about the character, so I will give you guys some story about this character. This character is Maribel Harn. She is a friend of Usami Renko. We haven't seen Usami Renko yet. Both of them are inside the Ceiling Club. What was the Ceiling Club name again? Let me see my cheat sheet. Secret Ceiling Club, yeah, Secret Ceiling Club. Thank you. Okay, so we can walk. We can walk 8 directional, but there is only 4. There's no diagonal animation. Okay. What's that? Something is signing. How to click this? Oh. Wait, how to click this? Enter. Oh yeah, enter. What? Firefly. So bright. There's no way it's a normal bug. It's got away. We're supposed to follow that, but my RPG player instinct tell me to go another place. Let's see what's in the left place. The left path lead us. Can I run? I can't. Oh, somehow we meet with it again. Oh, it keep telling us to go to the right, so maybe let's follow the firefly. Oh, there's a firefly. Okay, it's a bit hard to click it. Okay, looks like it's a loop. So maybe going up. Oh, there's another firefly. Uh, it's a bit weird. What? What?
Open layar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. Okay, all good. Resume. Seems I finally escaped the unnatural darkness, but I'm still lost in the middle of the forest. There are more of those fireflies here. It feels like they're trying to lead me somewhere. There is something strange about all of this. But for now, I think I should follow them. A second, I have some notification. Oh, now I can walk again. Oh, there's a lot of firefly. Can we click it? No, we can't. Just follow the lead. Maybe we try to stray a bit from the path. Let's see what we can find. Oh, it's too dark. So guess we should just follow the firefly. Oh, there's an arrow. Okay, okay. There is some strange voice. Maybe enemies are coming. Don't know. Oh, there is two paths. Left one and the right one. Let's go to the path without fireflies. Oh, it's too dark. I can't overstep my boundaries. It's too dark. I need to go to where the firefly is. Oh, BGM need to be a bit lower. Okay, second. I'll put it the same as my voice. Is the BGM is good now? Okay, we're still following the fireflies. Nothing weird happened. Let's hope nothing weird happened. I'm not your typical horror game player that scream or something. Oh, there is a butterfly. Okay, how to this? It's not a real butterfly. So what is it? It's a paper? Oh, 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 I'm dead. Okay, looks like we're dead. The creature feeds on me, enjoys my blood, my flesh, and even my fears, as if they were most delicious thing it has ever tasted. They are I am. The way it enjoys its bite makes me think it has never eaten something as exquisite as me. I try to scream, I have to, but my throat is destroyed. Only muffled growths of pain barely recognizable as human come out of me. My body shakes as I am devoured by the unknown creature with a faint girl's voice. I hear its teeth tear my flesh and break my bones with every bite. Crunches and cracks. A couple of tears spring from my eyes, while a trickle of blood runs down my lips. Soon my body goes cold and silent. I have fatal injuries. I can't move, cry, or breathe. However, I'm still fully aware of what's happening. Even after that, I am impossibly lucid. My consciousness refused to disappear. Instead, it curiously observed the scene from above as it was a butterfly floating in the night sky. Even without eyes, I can see everything perfectly. Without ears, I can hear the song of the nocturnal insects. Without breathing, I can smell the unmistakable scan of blood in the air. I am the best witness of my own end. But is it truly the end? My mind is serene and calm, unfazed by what should be a terrifying experience. If I die in a dream as vivid as this, does it mean I'm dead in reality too? I guess when the sun comes up, I'll have the answer. So I will give you guys. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but Maribel has some ability. It's not ability. It's kinda not skill, but yeah, he has. He dreams, but actually he does. He's not. She is dream. Sorry, I mistake the gender. She is. When she dream, she actually got transported into another world. That is her ability, but she always think that it's just a dream. Well, actually, it's really happened. I don't know if it's a spoiler or something, if it's something important in the story, but I guess I'll let you guys know about it.
More like trivia.
Yeah, some kind of trivia. I stare at my chocolate ice cream for a moment before bringing the spoon to my mouth. It is simply delicious, and the cold going down my throat feels comforting. I close my eyes and take a deep breath, allowing the sweetness to relax my mind and make me forget all the bad thoughts. This is the girl that I tell you at the first. This is Renko, her friend, and they are together in the secret sailing club. So, Mary, what did you want to tell me? Renko asked, sitting across the table. She is eating lemon pie with a coffee to go with it. Unlike me, she's not a big fan of sweet food, although few are up to my level when it comes to that. I suppose it would be more correct to say that her tastes are more ordinary. She looks at me with deep curiosity before bringing a piece of pie to her mouth. To be honest, I'm sure she already has an idea what I'm about to say. Renko, I had another dream yesterday, I say, looking into her eyes. Then I smile proudly, eating another bite of ice cream later. I immediately capture her attention. Renko's brown eyes stick to me like I'm made of gold. She leans into me, watching me closely for a couple of seconds before pulling away, leaning her back against the support of the chair and pretending it was nothing special. Another dream, huh? I guess you mean one of those dreams, not like the one I had last night. That's right, otherwise I wouldn't even think of telling you. By the way, what did you dream of? I dreamed that I was trapped inside the television, on the other side of the screen, and there were countless subatomic particles floating around me. I don't know what he referred to, maybe something. So yeah, we'll let it like that. That's all like you, Renko? Not really. Most of my dreams aren't that interesting, and I forget them as soon as I wake up. But hey, back to your dream. What happened? She asked, while looking into my purple eyes with excitement. I close my eyes and inhale. Then I stare at her for a moment, simply savoring time, before opening my lips to tell the story. I tell Renko about the dark forest, the path lit by the mysterious fireflies, the oppressive darkness that traps you like a labyrinth, and the monster with the voice of a girl. Of course, in the last part, I avoid mentioning that I was killed. Instead, I say that I ran away. The only thing that matters is that I was attacked and the dream ends. Although for me it was a much more vivid experience, one of many. The next morning I woke up on my bed just like every other day. After a few lazy minutes, I forced myself to get up and ready for college. I struggled not to fall asleep on the train on the way there. Classes were completely ordinary and passed without anything worth mentioning. Then it was time for extracurricular activities. In other words, time to go to the occult club. Oh, so the club is occult club, but the club has a name that is Secret Ceiling Club. Their main activity is what occult club things does. Renko was late as usual, and after her brief fake apology, I told her I had craving for something sweet. This is how we end up like this, and I have proof. Look. After saying that, I put the butterfly pin I found in the forest on the table. Oh, it's a pin. I thought it was a paper. The color was white until we got into the CG. Renko stares at it silently, examining it for several seconds as if she were a detective looking at the most recent clue of the case. Bringing an object from your dream sounds like something impossible. It is impossible, but for me, it's so normal that I have already become used to it. It looks pretty old, but nothing out of the ordinary. Who do you think it belongs to? Some poor girl who was victim of the firefly yokai. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Maybe it's some kind of bait to distract the next victim, and that's why it was hanging on plain sight. It sounds really scary if you put it like that. To think a bug can be that smart. Well, it also created a path with the fireflies, so that means it's pretty smart. The most developed sense of human beings is vision. If you want to get your victims, humans to you, it would be the best to use a path of light. Well, I actually try to stay away from the fireflies, but the game didn't let me to. It's not my fault, it's the game's fault. Sounds like this yokai has evolved to hunt humans. On that subject, what kind of yokai do you think it was? Yokai is a ghost, maybe? An apparition, yes. Yeah, so they are talking about the spider apparition, I think, because it has webs, butterfly, and something like that. The clues we have are the bamboo forest, the dense darkness along with the feeling of being lost, the super bright fireflies, and finally that it has the voice of a young girl. Renko looks straight at me, waiting for an answer. Oh, they explain it. Yokai is the Japanese equivalent of what would be called a monster in the West. But just as the European and Chinese dragon are very different, Western monsters and yokai have countless differences. To build a firefly pet like you described, you need to use some kind of pheromone. So the yokai would have to be an insect or maybe a flower. Yes, you're right. It was an insect yokai. Very big too, bigger than me. I say with a shy smile before eating another bite of ice cream. Well, you didn't have a chance to look around more. Maybe there was an extra large flower with teeth waiting for you. That doesn't sound better than the firefly girl. Renko jokes, but she certainly enjoys imagining it. It's like putting the pieces of a puzzle in their place. I can't deny I'm having fun too. Even if I'm talking about something I experienced firsthand, sharing it with someone allows you to see different points of view. So basically, it's a queen firefly that preys on curious girls. I guess Mary must be the perfect food for her, huh? She says with a smug expression on her face. I stay silent for several seconds, giving her a forced smile. Don't ever call me food again. I closed my eyes and sighed. Then I continued eating, pretending to be angry. We both know it's not true. Renko laughs and then adjusts her hat. I don't think I have ever heard of a yokai like that. She must be a unique species. Maybe it was a girl who got lost in the forest and died with resentment, and now haunts the forest looking for food. Maybe the butterfly pin even belonged to her when she was alive. Renko nods, pleased with my explanation, and takes a sip of coffee. I can't help but smile proudly and then continue eating. This time, I don't say another word until I finish the ice cream. Then I put the spoon aside and open my lips, thinking about saying something else. Suddenly, I feel anxiety pressing against my chest. I hesitate for a moment before inhaling to get the words out. I'm afraid saying it could be a mistake, but I really want to share it with someone. I want to feel it exists, it's real, and it's not just another bad memory buried inside myself. Renko, there is something else I wanted to tell you besides the dream. I say, feeling my heart turn to lead. What, lead? She immediately fixes her eyes on me and blinks. Something else? Besides the experience of traveling to another world? I nod silently. The weight on my chest continues to grow until it feels so heavy it could crush me. I don't think you are going to tell me you had two dreams in the same night, right? No, it's not that. This happened while I was still awake. There is an awkward silence. I know Renko must be thinking about what it could be. Her eyes look at me with something other than the usual curiosity. Well, what is it? Last night, in my apartment, just when I was getting ready to sleep, I saw a Tsukima Onna. Tsukima Onna might be another yokai, but I don't know what kind of yokai that is. A Tsukima Onna? Are you sure you weren't sleeping? Renko asks, confused, to which I answer by shaking my head in denial. I wouldn't put that much weight on it otherwise. The Tsukima Onna is an urban legend. Her name literally means gap woman. Oh, it's the gap woman. Uh, it's Yukari, some kind of big shot in the main Toho franchise. Yeah, the gap woman must be referred to her. It is much more recent than the ancient yokai of myths. A strange woman who suddenly appears in your room when you are distracted and watch you in silence from a space too narrow for a person to fit. She then will trap you in another dimension that looks exactly like your house or drag you to hell. It's like one of the ghost stories you can read online. No, it wasn't a dream. I was awake, I'm sure of it. I saw her at my apartment. Renko blinks, then makes a very serious face. I know that look. Every time Renko is worried, she makes those eyes. Mary, are you sure you are okay? I know this sounds strange, but trust me, ice cream is not the panacea for a problem. Panacea. Her words lacked her usual good humor. Again, I deny it, shaking my head. Soon the memories flash in my mind. The unnatural darkness, the countless eyes, the sickly deformity of the woman being crushed to fit the confined space. More even than my own death in the dream, seeing the Tsukima Onna terrified me. My blood goes cold just from thinking about it. Then I close my eyes and take a deep breath, preparing to speak. Oh, is this a flashback? Seems to be flashback. Last night, I felt initially nervous for no reason. Time passed with me, being unable to sleep. I was simply rolling on bed, with the anxiety growing by the second. Why? Why do I feel like this? Like I knew something bad was about to happen. It feels like when I was a child, afraid that when I fell asleep, a monster would crawl out under the bed. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. I repeat to myself how silly all that sounds. You are an adult now, Mary. Stop being afraid. Sorry, second. I need to do something. Okay, time to continue. You have to look under the bed and realize there is nothing there. I open my eyes, resolved to do it, and that's when I see it. Ah! I quietly exclaim in disbelief as my heart skips a beat. What is that? What is it? What is looking at me? My hands are shaking like I'm freezing. My face turned pale, with my eyes wide open. My whole body is paralyzed. I can't even breathe. It has eyes, so many eyes. I can't count them. They all look at me. Too many eyes. The door of the closet has opened just slightly, enough to let me see bright purple eyes staring at me. But it isn't alone. From the darkness, many more eyes appear. Why are they looking at me like that? What do they want from me? What do they want from me? Then I see an arm coming out of the closet with long sharp nails. But there's no way someone could hide it. It's too small. Without even widening the small gap, a woman crawled out of the closet. Her body is flattened, like a balloon without air, but I can clearly make it out. It's like watching a drawing projecting into the real world. Her skin is so white, it looks like snow. No, it's not white. It's still a bit brown. Her hair is very long and covers her face, but I can see her eyes and crooked smile. Behind her is only darkness, from which countless eyes are watching me. The countless eyes are gone too. But that is impossible. There is hardly any space in there. A shadow this deep could not be produced. Maribel. The woman pronounced between V's. How do you pronounce between V's? Maribel. Maybe something like that. Her voice is choppy and deep, like she has trouble breathing. Yeah, maybe like that. Maribel. Something inside me breaks when I hear it. I feel the sweat drip down my forehead. My body trembles on the verge of falling apart. My name, a name that doesn't exist in this country. She's looking for me. There's no other possibility. I bite my lips so hard it bleeds. My heart and lungs turn into stone with anguish. My whole body feels cold. They took away my warmth. I can't think. All I know is that I'm afraid. And it is then that I see her move closer. Stay away! Stop! Go away! I'm sorry. I can scream because I might cause disturbance for my the other resident here. She crawled sickly towards me, slowly moved with one twisted step after another. The eye-infested darkness only grows bigger. It never stops looking at me. I want to run, but my legs don't react. I want to scream, but I have no breath. I want to scream, but I have no breath. The only thing left for me is to observe, shivering as if I had died of cold, sweating, my heart broken in pieces. Until I can't take it anymore and squeeze until my eyes close. Maribel! She whispers into my ear. At the same time, I feel something cold caress my cheeks. I found you! Suddenly, I heard something hit the ground. A familiar sound that makes me open my eyes without thinking. My cell phone fell from the night table beside my bed. I have no idea how, but it just did. I blinked. watching the pond on the floor for a moment before looking up. But the only thing I find is the empty air and indescribable cold. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. There are no eyes, darkness, or woman in this place. It's just me, completely alone. I remain motionless, perplexed for a long seconds, unable to understand what happened, and simply staring at the air in front of me. And then suddenly anxiety hits me like a wall. I place one hand on my chest and the other on my stomach, pressing hard as horrible nausea seized me, combined with a shortness of breath and an excruciating pain in my chest and head. It's as if a huge iron ball has been placed on my back and is slowly crushing me. I have to talk to Renko, I say, looking for her name in the contact list. Oh, is it not a flashback? It happened the night after she talked to Renko? However, I stop in my tracks. I stare at her name on the screen for long seconds without doing anything, just letting time go by. Little by little, the anxiety goes away. A quiet sense of normalcy surrounds me soon after. There is a dead silence around me, empty and safe. Finally, I close my eyes and sigh, putting the phone away. It's so silly. My lips murmur, almost inaudible. I remain motionless for an unknown second until I'm convinced it's better to leave what happened behind. I'm still weak and drenched in sweat, but it doesn't bother me. This is normal. It's my version of normal. Or rather, this is normal for Maribel Horn. Oh, it's still a flashback. The last thing I remember is that she said my name. Her voice was choppy and scary. Maribel? Maribel, she said it better than you. I said, raising my voice, feeling embarrassed shortly after. Hearing it is like nails on a chalkboard for me. Renko looks straight at me with nothing but incredulity. What's this incredulity mean? In her eyes. Despite being my best friend for years, she is unable to pronounce my name correctly. So yeah, the setting is Japanese and Maribel is a Western name. So yeah, maybe it's kinda hard to pronounce. I know I shouldn't, but it irritates me. Since I moved to Japan, no one has said my name properly. It's been so long that sometimes I'm afraid I'll forget it myself. Did she say it without error? Yes, her pronunciation was perfect. It's Maribel, right? I have no doubt she said my name. How could she say your name perfectly? Are ghosts bilingual? Or did she follow you all the way from Europe? I'm more interested in how she knows my name. Nobody ever says it, not correctly even. I can't imagine where she heard it. You forget about one person, Mary, yourself. Maybe she heard you saying it in your sleep one night. That way she would know both your name and the proper pronunciation. Although I admit it isn't a perfect theory, it does explain how she could know it. I blush and scratch my cheek shyly after listening to her. Yes, you may be right. As far as the pronunciation, it's impossible that she followed me from home because the Tsukima Onna are unique urban legend of Japan. They only exist here. So does that mean yokai have more developed vocal skills? Yeah, Renko, you are loose to yokai. I don't think she would have bothered to practice saying it correctly. And as far as I know, yokai aren't admitted to language classes. How did you know? Renko says, perhaps analyzing it too much. I won't deny that it sounds ridiculous, but it's interesting to me. At least I don't have time to get bored while trying to come up with a theory. I put my index and middle finger on my lips as I think. Supernatural beings, ghosts, spirits, yokai. Their very existence goes beyond the ordinary. so it wouldn't be strange if they could know and pronounce my name, especially if it's a part of the myth that originated them. Sounds logical? I'd like to study it further, but I doubt that a voice audition for yokai is going to be very successful. Renko sighs while putting her hand behind her head in a relaxed posture. We are not going to do such a thing, I say, pretending to be angry. Renko just laughs and leans in to pat in. Renko just laughs and leans in to pat my head nonchalantly. The gesture is enough to make me smile. Her affection is warm. Renko, why do you think she was after me? I don't believe she actually was. Tsukima Onna, just like Yuki Onna, Snow Woman, are known to obsess with people, usually the owner of the house. It just so happens that you are the owner this time. I look down and think about it for a brief moment. Yes, I think you're right. My lips say that it's a lie. There is no way it could be that simple. She was specifically looking for me, for Maribel Horn. I don't know how to pronounce Horn, so yeah, maybe we'll let it go. It's not a coincidence. After that, there's a brief silence. We continue eating, and then change the conversation topic to more casual thing. Yeah, bullying well. Sorry, I just see your message. Before I knew it, it's time to go home. I'm about to say goodbye, but then Renko turns to me and takes my hand. She squeezes it gently, which makes me looking into her eyes, blushing. Mary, are you sure you want to go back to your apartment? The Tsukima Onna could still be there, and I don't think she is the best roommate. Yeah, who wanna be a roommate with Tsukima Onna? You should stay with me for a few days until we figure out how to deal with it, she says, staring at me. It takes me a couple of seconds to answer. I'm certainly worried, but in the end, I just smile like it's nothing. Don't worry, Renko. It's not like something like this has never happened to me. Please, trust me, I'll be fine. I have experience with unwanted tenants on the supernatural variety. I'm smiling, but my words have the smell of a stinking lie. Just yesterday, I felt so scared I could barely breathe, and yet here I am now, refusing the help she is offering. Why do I do it? I'm not sure myself, but I don't want this to become a bother. I don't want to be an annoyance. Besides, even if the Tsukima Onna drags me to hell, I'll find my way out. Renko looks at me for a couple of seconds before smiling, trying to hide her own concern. Yes, you're right. If there's anyone who could escape from her, it's you. But hey, if anything happens, you know I'm only a message anyway. Away, sorry. Yes, although I don't know how helpful you would be. I could give you a precise estimate of how many seconds we have before we are eaten. So, another trivia, Renko ability is a perfect clock. So, yeah. I'm not sure how that could incorporate into how many seconds they going to be eaten, but that's her ability. He just know the exact time. After saying that, we both laugh. Shortly after, Renko lets go of my hand and we part ways. When I get to my apartment, the first thought that comes to my mind is whether I'll see the Tsukima Onna again. During the moment, I couldn't feel any presence, but even a child knows that ghosts appears at night when our fears are stronger. I start wondering if I made a mistake, but in the end, I exhale and close my eyes. For now, I should just sleep. If she appears again, I'll deal with her then. Just yesterday, I was scared to death, and now I'm thinking it isn't worth worrying. That's just the kind of person I am. In front of your eyes, your dreams will crumble to dust. By your own hand, they will be crushed. Where am I? Is this another dream? Okay, so after quite long, we finally can play again. Yeah, the text is quite long. I think this deserves to be called a visual novel rather than a horror game, but still it's horror. Okay, so we are inside the bedroom. This seems to be a mansion, a red one. Some of you might get what this place is, but let's have a look first. There's something shiny. I found a note. Okay, a note is added to your inventory. Now we have access to inventory. How to open inventory? There it is. Inventory. Notes. Servant diary. It has been many days since our guest went silent. I went upstairs to check on her, but the room is closed. It would be rude to enter uninvited. I told the mistress about it, but she dismissed it with a wave of her hand. The mistress friend gave me a gift tonight. I looked at her bewildered. She had never given me anything before. I asked what was the reason, and she simply said it felt right. Then she quietly returned to her room in the basement. The mansion is very calm lately, but my work doesn't diminish. Sweeping and cleaning, cooking and washing. On the subject of cooking, the mistress is late for breakfast today. Her food will get cold if she doesn't come soon. The mistress hid the key to the storehouse. I have to find it soon, or I won't be able to make dinner on time. I understand that she's bored, but it only makes my job more difficult. I already have too much work for her to hinder me. And to make matters worse, someone made a mess in the main hall. I better start cleaning now. And also, if you guys didn't know where we are, the music is can give you a hint if you guys know about Toho. Okay, there are a few paths to choose. Maybe we go to the near one, the right one. Oh, it won't budge. Can go there. How about bottom? It won't budge. Okay, I still can run. Yeah, double tapping didn't work too. It won't budge. So I expect the next destination is at the end. Yeah. Oh, I just follow the arrow then. Let's go to the second floor. Oh, it's dark. Yeah, it won't budge. There is no door there. Let's go down, and yeah, it won't budge. So we go to the left entrance. Yeah, left path. Okay, okay. Where's the another arrow? Let's see. Oh, there's a key. I mean, we need a key to go there. So it's locked, huh? There's a note on the door. Note is added to your inventory. I need to open inventory again. Storehouse note. A note stick on the door to the storehouse. I have some clues about where to find the key. Who doesn't love the satisfaction that comes with solving a good riddle? It must be pretty boring doing chores all day, dusting the same old mansion without time for it all. Allow me some time to play. My right hand is red and yellow. My left hand is red and blue. And my face painted in all colors. Who am I? Okay, we have a riddle.
Apa ya?
Um. Okay. How to close this? X. Hum. My left hand. Let's look at it again. My left hand is red and blue. My right hand is red and yellow. Red, blue, red, yellow. Okay, I don't get it. Let's see what can we find in this. Oh, it must be a picture. Oh no, the picture look the same. Can I enter this? I cannot. It's locked. Red and blue, red and yellow. What is red and blue, red and yellow? Na 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 na. Oh, it's the flower. Okay, it's in the plain sight. I get it, I get it. A key here. Found a key. Your key is added to your inventory. I need a key to open this door. Oh, I need to use it from inventory. Why? Why can't I use this? Oh, it's for dining room. Is this for dining room? Yeah, I have the key. How to use this key? Maybe it's not the key. Maybe I got fooled. Let's see. A stick another but storehouse. Oh, it's the storehouse, but I got the key for the dining room. Where is the dining room? Yeah, dining room, right? Yeah, dining room. Is this the dining room? There's no plate that tells you what room is it. Maybe we can use it from an inventory. Oh yeah, it works. Great. Oh, it's dark. Oh no, it's just loading. Some shiny things. I found a note. Note is added to your inventory. Dining room's note. A note found on the bottom second from the left chair in the dining room. It's very detailed. It has some sort of riddle. It's time for dinner. Everyone is sitting down. This is my chair for the mistress only. In front of me sits my younger sister. At the right of her sits the gardener. Wait, they have gardener? Two chairs left of the gardener sits the witch. In front of the witch is the princess. Princess? To the opposite side of the princess sits the librarian. To her left sits the maid. The key is in the empty chair. Okay, so I think I can click every chair and get the key, but let's solve the riddle. No, no, where should be the mistress? Okay, what is it again? This is my chair for the mistress on. In front of me sits my younger sister. At the right of her sits the gardener. Two chairs left of the garden. So the sister and the mistress is at the leftmost. Okay, two chair from the gardener sits the witch. So the one on the one on the left of the witch is empty right now. In front of the witch is the princess. To the opposite of the princess is the librarian. How could that be? The opposite side of the princess must be the witch, right? Let us try checking all the chairs. We're going to do brute force. Okay, not there. How about here? Not here either. Yeah, I found a key. What is it? Why it's here? Let's take a look at it again. So, this is my chair, the mistress only. In front of me sits my younger sister. At the right of us is the gardener. Two chairs left of the gardener. Oh, my bad. I misread that. I think it's right. So, yeah. Okay. We leave the riddle at it because we can brute force it. What did I get? Bronze key storehouse. Okay, so we got the key to the storehouse.
Balik lagi. So,
I need a key to open this door. Yeah, I have the key. It works. Okay, it's a storehouse. We see barrels and what is it? Block? I forgot the name. Great. Finally, I found something to cook for dinner. Oh, scary. I had barely started to move when suddenly I hear an unknown voice, followed by my own, groaning in pain. Then I feel a warm liquid run down my back until it spills onto the cold floor. I am stunned. I remain as motionless as a statue. I can tell another trivia here, but maybe let's see how the story unfolds. Someone has driven a knife deep into my back. The knife pierced my heart. Somehow I knew it. My face turns pale in seconds, the expression of disbelief still frozen on it, while I feel life escaping me with every drop of liquid. I can even hear it. Every drop hitting the ground is a soft and delicate sound that announces my death. But it hardly lasts shortly after I lose my sense of hearing, abandoning me in complete silence. I can't breathe or move. I can't even see. There is no doubt I had died again. But it's not my end. My conscience observes what happens to my body after it loses its life. My eyes are blind, yet I can see it as clear as daylight. My blood is collected and poured into beautiful glass cup as if it was a fine wine. This is all very familiar to me. Sure, even a child could recognize what kind of monster does it. I'll tell Renko tomorrow, and I will also give her an apology. It wasn't my intention, but again, I let them kill me. After telling her not to worry, I let myself be harmed again. Tonight, I became the main dish for a noble host. My death was as real for me as anything in the waking world. And yet, here I remain, perfectly calm, feeling an innocent curiosity about what will happen next. For dessert, the maid baked some cookies. They smell simply delicious. I can't help but want to taste them. Without a body or a hand, I steal one of them. How could you steal it? I close my eyes and sip hot tea with perfect elegance, holding the cup with both hands while sitting at the table inside the club room. In front of me is Renko, drinking tea as well. On the table is the kettle, from which steam escapes, along with cookies of different flavors. Without a doubt, it's a typical occult club meeting. I don't know, I've never been in an occult club. Did you guys, did anyone who in occult club do this? The club is a room in the Kyoto University building, overflowing with things that most could call garbage, such as blurry photos of ghosts, magazines with ridiculous theories for unexplained phenomena, horror novels, and folklore books. All newspaper and poster of magicians or psychics, the vast majority of which are an obvious sham. There are also objects of occultism and witchcraft like a Ouija board, an anatomical skeleton model. I know it's fake because it was the first thing I asked. A pair of voodoo dolls that clearly don't work, a very old radio and camera that can supposedly pick up ghosts, and a box with a crystal ball inside. Finally, there is an old computer that miraculously still works. Oh, yeah, but isn't that a laptop on the screen? On the left side, at the desk, it's a laptop, not a computer. I still can't believe it, but we have no use for it anyway, so it's just one more ornament. Shortly after I joined the club, Renko told me that the founder was her grandmother, Usami Sumireko. Another trivia, Usami Sumireko did appear in Toho game. Unlike those two, these two never appear on the game. They only appear on the music CD. She was a huge fan of the paranormal and originally the club focused on necromancy, finding a way to talk to the dead and observing ghosts. before expanding to everything from urban legends to ancient yokai. That's why the skeleton is here. I guess she failed at bringing it back to life. Renko even showed me a photo of her grandmother when she was young. I will never say it, but I am happy that I got to live along the prettiest of the Usamis. Usamis is Renko family name. So her full name would be Usami Renko. Renko Usami in Western, yeah, whatever that is called. Her grandmother was the literal definition of a nerd, even with the glasses. Whereas Renko is a pretty cool nerd. The only reason why a prestigious university like the one in Kyoto allows the club to exist is because, in addition to using the excuse that it's simple hobby, we deliver an overview of our studies every 6 months, written from a scientific point of view. How urban legends and myths are born, the effect they have on society, how they evolve or even disappear with time. All of that using a scientific methodology. It's a social study. At least we convinced the professor that it is. This morning I woke up in bed like every other day. No evidence of my death exists, no wound or scar, not even the slightest unpleasant feeling. If it weren't for the vivid memories, I myself would never believe it had happened. When classes were over, I went to the club. Renko, as is typical of her, was a few minutes late, giving me a friendly smile as soon as she appeared. We start by preparing tea and talking about more common topics. But soon enough, I gave Renko the news. So you had another dream, Mary? She asked curiously while watching me drink a sip of tea. I placed the cup on the table and nodded. Yes, I did, is my simple answer. Renko looks at me in silence for a couple of seconds, curious. Well, that happened? If you don't tell me, there's no way I'm going to guess. I smile at her proudly, tilting my head, and begin to describe my dream. I tell her about the red European mansion, the elegant rooms and decorations, the kitchen full of food, and lastly, how my blood was served, ready for an unseen vampire to drink it. Okay, so because she already tell about it, I will also talk about it to you guys. The mansion was really owned by a vampire. Not a, but two vampire. If you guys realize from the riddle, there is the mistress and she has a sister. Both of them are vampires. Okay, we will talk about the other thing later. Maybe it will get explained in the next scene. As I speak, I put the chocolate cookie I stole on the table. I had to resist the urge to eat it. It looked delicious. When I woke up this morning, I discovered the cookie in my hands. Oh, she managed to get the cookie back. The thing is, she already dead. How could she take the cookie? It may be hard to believe it came from a mansion within my dreams, but here it is. I watched Renko carefully examine the cookie, as if it were an object incomprehensible to the human mind. I cover my lips with one hand to hide my smile. It is undoubtedly adorable. It doesn't seem like there is anything strange about it. Are you sure humans can eat it? Yes, actually that's what I plan to do when you're done with it. Okay, she want to eat cookies from another world. Renko makes a very serious face, then breaks the cookies in half and eats one right in front of my eyes. Okay, the poison tester goes first. I don't know whether to say I'm angry or that I expected it, but I wanted to eat it all by myself. Oh, Maribel is a glutton person. Without thinking, I snatched the other half from her and immediately put it in my mouth. She just want to be your poison tester. You don't need to be so angry. Sorry, it's part of my research. What kind of research are you doing? Oh yeah, testing some other world cookies. Research, yes. And with this, I was able to conclude one thing. The vampire's cook makes some excellent cookies. Yeah, it's created by, what was her epithet again? The elegant something maid, I forgot. The maid is the one that killed Maribel. She also cooked, if I recall that correctly. Yeah, she also cooked. She says, and then nods, please. We then look into each other's eye for a couple of seconds before laughing. Renko, there's another thing I want to tell you. Is it about the Tsukima Onna? Did you see her again? I quietly shake my head in denial. I bite my lip for a moment. The anxiety grows heavy in my heart. This is a bad idea. I know I shouldn't do it, and yet I don't want to stop. Why? I guess I'm just tired of being alone. I'm tired of being unable to share this part of me. Sometimes I feel like I the could have the most wonderful experience of all, and no one would care. They wouldn't even know. If no one else knows it, no one else cares. Does it even exist? Is my death really that small and easy to ignore? Oh, she wants to talk about her death. Does that mean my life is the same? With that in my mind, I calmly put a shiny object on the table. What are you doing? It's a pure silver knife, something I could never afford with my student income. Oh, she bring back a knife too, from the other world. Interesting. Renko blinks with my curiosity while staring at it. She can't find anything unusual about the knife, but I can tell she knows there is a deeper meaning to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have bothered to hide it. A silver knife? I guess it belonged to the maid you mentioned before. Yes, that is right. So you stole it from her? I shake my head. Not quite. She stabbed me with it. When I woke up next morning, it was in my hands along with the cookie. Renko is shaken by my words. She looks pale and confused. Both things incredibly rare and out of character for her. You mean you died in your dream, Mary? Yes, but not just in this dream. Last night I died too. When I said I got away from the yokai, I was lying. She caught me and ate me. Renko instantly slams the table and rests to standing, unable to believe it. Mary, were you murdered and the first thing that occurred to you is that you want to eat ice cream? Well, actually, because she died, she needs to savor the moment. When again you can eat ice cream. Savor the ice cream, man. Yeah, she says, looking down into my eyes. She sounds angry. There's something wrong with that? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm with Maribel's side here. Also, as you can see, it's not like I really died. When you are attacked in Torifune, you end up in the hospital. Okay, I don't know this one. Torifune is, I think, a prefecture in Japan, but I don't know what the story is. Maybe I'll note that and search for it later. I put my cup down as soon as she said it. I've suddenly lost my appetite. Of course, I remember. That was. I was about to say more, but I stopped. Torifune. Okay, I finished write it. That doesn't matter anymore. It's the past. It was different that time, Renko. That was not a dream, but a travel. Trust me, if I were lying, I wouldn't have been able to attend classes today. My voice sounds colder than usual. I look down and continue drinking. The game suddenly lost music. I'm not sure if it's me or it's just the game. An awkward silence fills the room for what feels like an eternity. I knew it. It was a mistake. I'm so stupid. Yeah, maybe they're just trying to build some what would you call it? Some Some tense, no, some atmosphere, but it just feel too quiet. Renko finally sits down and relaxes her posture. She sighs, rubs her forehead, and fixes her head. Seems she isn't angry anymore. Okay, I get it. You are injured. But still, didn't it hurt? Are you okay? And why are you telling me just now? Does it mean you've died in your dreams before? As she speaks, she slowly moves her hand into mine in a gentle gesture. My heart skips a beat when I felt her soft touch. That was too many questions. I'm okay. I really am. It may be scary, but it doesn't really hurt. No more than bumping your toe against the door. It's hurt. Bumping toe against door. Hurt. Being a yokai's dinner doesn't exactly sound like a fun-filled experience. Yeah, it's not fun. It was a hard sell at the theme park. I never heard about theme park would do things like that. I too have dreamed that I died a few times. I have a traffic accident or I fall into an abyss. Once I was even lost in space, floating without oxygen. I was scared at the moment, but of course it was just a dream. If I have a dream like that, I usually woke up and it's like a mini heart attack, and that's all. But I know your dreams are different. Lucid dreaming is the closest thing to what you experience, and that's still nowhere close. She gently squeezed my hand. She's worried about me. Renko is clearly thinking about saying more, but I interrupt her first. I'm fine, Renko, really. I'm not hurt or anxious. I am alive. There isn't a ghost in front of you, even if you might want it that way. It was like the experience with the Tsukima Onna. I knew it might cause trouble for me, but I wanted to share it with someone, even if it isn't as easy thing to talk about. I just know I can trust you with it. I respond, offering her a shy smile. Dying is supposed to be among the most horrible things to experience, and here I am saying it wasn't too bad. I must have a twisted mind to say that while smiling so warmly. Renko looks me in the eyes once more before withdrawing her hand and leaning her back into her chair. I felt a great relief when she does. It means that things are back to normal. Well, I'm glad. I can't afford to lose the vice president of the club, but if you were a ghost, it would be a great opportunity to learn something. Because the club is only consists of two people. Maribel is the vice president, Renko is the president of the club. I think that is correct. Yeah. It's disappointing, isn't it? After saying that, she smiles and raises her cup, taking a sip of tea. So back to the knife. Oh, the BGM are back. It's the same knife that the maid attacked you with, isn't it? That's right. In and of itself, it isn't anything supernatural. It's just a simple and elegant kitchen utensil, although I must admit it is quite sharp. Why would a vampire's maid have silver knives? I will explain about this later, so we will just continue with the story. Is it to show wealth? That could be it, but I think there is another answer. Silver is frequently used to fight monsters in folklore. The most common example is against werewolves. Perhaps the maid protects the vampire against any other monster that try to invade her mansion. After saying that, I take a sip of tea. Renko closes her eyes and thinks about it for a moment, crossing her arm under her chest. Does that mean she is a maid, a cook, and also the guard? That must be a pretty hard job. I at least hope the poor girl gets paid enough. Yeah, the maid is a poor girl. Yeah. Considering how vampires are in legends, I doubt she even gets paid at all. Yeah, I think Sakuya doesn't get paid at all. True. I don't know why, but after saying that, I feel slightly sad. That's true, and I guess you are right. It's hard to live in such a big house and not get unwanted visitors sometimes. That maid was the only one you saw in the dream. You didn't get to see the vampire, right? Yes, but I was only able to explore a small part of the mansion. I suppose there could be even other yokai behind the closet doors. There were many kinds of food in the storehouse, even garlic, which vampires are supposed to hate, and medicinal herbs they don't need. After saying that, I closed my eyes and lifted the cup to continue drinking. Besides the vampire, a witch could live in the mansion. There's no other explanation for the herbs. An immortal vampire would have no use for them. I'm curious about the knives too. I wonder if they really are only for defending her master, or if she's ever thought of using them against him. It's all very mysterious. I'd like to have another opportunity to explore it more thoroughly. But I'm unable to control my dreams. They take me to unknown and magical places, without explanation and without any concern for my desires. I'm lost in my thoughts. When I finally open my eyes, I realize that Renko is stroking my head. I tremble, flushing with embarrassment. Ah, Renko? I exclaim in surprise. Anticipating what I was going to say, she lifts the kettle and smiles. I asked you if you want more tea, but you weren't listening. Mary, don't go have an adventure in another world right in front of me without inviting me. You know I wouldn't do that. It's the only thing I can think of to say. I bring the cup to my lips so I don't have to speak. But there's a problem with that. Like Renko said, my cup is empty, and I end up sipping air. I'm so dumb. I look down shyly, unable to meet her eyes. I've been holding an empty cup in my hand for who knows how long, probably even drinking from it without realizing. Renko chuckles joyfully, making my heart shrink in embarrassment. I'm blushing so deeply that somebody could mistake me for having a fever. Can I serve you more? Yes, please. I say, unable to look up. Renko pours me some tea, then fills her own cup. She drinks, leaning back while she thinks, and then fixes her eyes on me. Mary, before we continue, I want to ask you, did you see the Tsukima Onna again? No, I haven't seen her. Renko blinks and fixes her head. She looks pretty serious now. I did some research on the Tsukima Onna, but couldn't find anything you don't already know. She watches you from very small gaps. And some people say she can drag you to hell or keep you prisoner in your own house or an alternate dimension that looks just like your house. I know, it's not very nice. Renko shakes her head in denial. Not at all. Not the first place you think of going on vacation. After saying that, the expression on her face turns serious. Also, there is a lesser known second generation of legends. People start to say that you can even see them outside your home, lying on the street at night, looking like a mysterious woman. I'm concerned that her powers and your own ability to travel to dream worlds could produce a dangerous reaction. Like when you mix water and potassium. Water is safe on its own, but together they create an explosion. After saying that, she looked at me with clear concern in her eyes. I hold my breath for a moment, but soon my body relaxed. The fear inside me doesn't last more than an instant. Don't worry, Renko. Like I said before, even if she takes me to hell, I'll find a way back here. I finished with a smile that Renko doesn't seem to appreciate. I have a long history with these beings. Nothing will happen. And even if it happens, the sun rises again. Life will return to normal. Renko leans back and drinks from her cup, staying silent for a moment and gazing thoughtfully at the ceiling. Then she turns to me, looking into my eyes. Anyway, Mary, sounds like a very bad habit today, Oven. Yeah, it's very bad habit. Don't die, even once. Don't do it. It would be better to try to avoid it. I tilt my head and scratch my cheek with my index finger, blushing shyly. I can understand why she's saying that. A normal person would be really scared. And also, Renko worries about my pain. She is a good friend, but it isn't necessary. I'm fine, really. My body remains in bed when I dream. It's just an illusion. I feel pain, but soon it disappears and becomes a distant memory. Besides, as I said before, if I was really in agony, I wouldn't even be able to attend classes. Yes, I guess so. I doubt you like classes so much that you'd attend even after being digested by a monster. That would raise a lot of questions. She responds with a joke, but doesn't sound entirely convinced. I think it's impossible for a human being to think that dying isn't a big deal. Unexpectedly, I smile. Does that mean I'm not human? At least, not a normal one. Renko, I'm used to monsters and yokai. I don't mean to say that I like to die, but it's like having frequent nightmares. There comes a time when they don't bother you as much, and you can even take advantage of sharing the stories. Just talking about them with you make me feel much better. Renko rubs her forehead, pensive, then adjusting her hat. I suppose you are fine with nightmares, but if you ever had a romantic dream, I wonder if you could tell me just as calmly, what? It's not the same. I say out loud without even thinking about it, and immediately cover my mouth with both hands. I look down and gulp, feeling my heart race. Did she hit a weak point? I've fallen into her trap. Oh, no, you are fallen into her trap. Renko flashes a mischievous grin, then points her fingers at me, pretending that her hand is a gun. Bang! Renko! I say, pretending to be furious. I watch her goofy smile for long seconds until she suddenly bursts into laughter. I'm right behind her. Renko tenderly strokes my head, making all the anger and tension disappear. We spend the rest of our session talking about unimportant subjects until it gets dark. Yeah, this is what usually people in the club does. At least in my club, that's what it does. We talk about unimportant subjects until it gets dark. It's good to put seriousness aside and talk nonsense too. Laughing and having a good time, that's what I need most after a nightmare. In the end, the knife became another decoration for the club room. Today has been another good day for the occult club. See you later, Mary. If anything happens, send me a message. Renko says when we part at the train station. Yes, but I'll be fine. See you later. I reply in a friendly manner, waving to her. She raises her hand for a wave and walks away. It's time to go home. Along the way, the expression on my face becomes more serious. I can't help but think about everything that is going in my life. Lost in my thought, I ignore what's happening around me as I'm disconnected from the world. People move in and out of the train without any importance. Will I dream tonight too? There is only one way to find out. In bed, wrapped in the sheets, I close my eyes. It's easy for me to fall asleep. I guess it's because I'm eager to know what will happen next. You can pray to any god, but no one will listen to you. This cold and uncaring world does not know you, nor does it want to. Okay, so we are on another dream. Before we continue playing, I will explain something about the previous place. So it's about the vampire. Yeah, the vampire live in the mansion. The maid is a human. Now this is where it gets interesting. The story about the maid is that she is actually a vampire hunter, if I recall that correctly. Either that or it's just a fanon. But I think that is the canon one. So the maid tries to kill the vampire but failed. She then became the maid inside the place. Yeah, that if I yeah, I think that is the canon. I'm not sure. Sometimes I mix too much. about Canon and Fanon. Yeah, that's the reason why she has the silver knife. It's actually her old tool to fight against the vampire. Now there is another. Yeah, I think that's all. About yeah, there's also a witch mentioned in the story. The witch is there's a witch that live in the library inside the mansion. I don't know about the princess and the gardener. There is a guard, a gate guard, but it's not a gardener and not a princess. So maybe we'll leave the princess and the gardener alone. We'll continue with the game. Where am I? This place is so cold. Okay, it's a graveyard. It's no, I don't know where this is. Let's see. It's weird. I've never dreamed 3 nights in a row. Okay, we can walk. What do we have now? Yeah, I don't remember what place this is. Oh, it's human village. From the looks of it, either it's the human village or somewhere. Oh, there's the arrow. Let's avoid the arrow first. Let's walk away, walk around, and see what we can find. It won't budge. I hope this is. Oh, there's another arrow. Good, good. So if there are 2 arrows, the first one must be the fake. So we will go to the first arrow. Oh, there's another locked door. We need to we need to solve another riddle, it seems. Let's go to the first arrow then. Only those with the might of the gods can open this door. Oh, so this might be a shrine. Uh, the main character of Toho is Reimu. What is full name? Hakure Reimu. Yeah, Hakure Reimu. Reimu is a priestess of Hakure Shrine. So this might be the Hakure Shrine. And since we are in the place of the protagonist of the game, this might be our last dream. So it will end soon. Okay, what we have? Oh, looks like we are going to go to the top, so I'll see what we can find at the bottom. Waterfall. Waterfall? There is waterfall? There is waterfall in Gensokyo. Oh yeah, the setting for To is set in Gensokyo. Okay, some shiny things. What is it? A Fajra? A Fajra is some kind of ritual stuff, ritual ornament that you use. Yeah, some object that you use for ritual stuff in Shinto, if I recall that correctly. Let's see. Yeah, this holy item. Oh, a Hindu ritual too. Oh, my bad. Not Shinto, but Hindu. Nothing else here. Let's go. Okay, we can go down more. Let's go back to the top. Let's climb the stairs. Let's climb the stairs. Actually, this could make a good Danmaku game. I can swing left, right, evading bullets. Oh, there's nothing in the top. Oh, it's Hindu, not Buddha one. I recall that there is a big bell from the Buddha part of Toho. Yeah, the Toho folklore have at least 2 religions. There is Shinto and Buddha. The Buddha one has the big bell in their temple, if I recall that correctly. So, what is this Vajra? What can I use this? How can I use this Vajra? Oh, it's a holy item, so maybe that makes me chosen by the gods to enter this one. By having Vajra, you can enter it. No? Yeah, I have Vajra, I can enter it. Yeah, it's a Hindu statue. I don't know what this statue name is, but I seen it on Devil May Cry. Uh, the root of all suffering is attachment. Also, it's a riddle. I need to take all capital letters. Maybe starting from left. Uselessly doing the same thing until you turn to stone. Is is that the life of virtue you want for yourself? Either that or it's just a typo. Either it's a riddle or it's a typo. Oh no, it's not a typo. The sun is all caps. So it might be a riddle. Praying to the sun every day for the night never to arrive. So we have sun, we have ta, sunta. Yeah, we have ta, sunta. The first three sights the Buddha saw on his first journey outside his place: old age, sickness, and death. Oh yeah, this might be the Buddha temple. Opposing forces can combine to create balance. Dark and bright, shadow and light, yin and yang. So we have Sunta and Ya. Suntaya. Third root of evil, hatred and destructive urges. Second root of evil, ignorance or delusion. First root of evil, greed and desire. What does Suntaya makes? I can interact the candle. Let's see what the next part give us. Oh, is that a girl? Okay, so you can see on the screen there is a girl. I will tell you who she is now. It's I forgot the name. Koichi or Satori. Yeah, Satori Komeji, I think. Or Koichi Komeji, I forgot. One of those two. They are sister. The one is pink, the other one is green. Can I open? I need a key. Okay, we need a key to open the door. Okay, so how do I solve this riddle? Let's see. Uselessly doing the same thing on the is that the life of virtue? So what does this Suntaya mean? Yasunta, Taya, Tasunya, or there is some other thing I miss. Maybe I should talk the first letter too. First letter is in capital, like this T and H, but it just doesn't make sense. This S and E, T H S E, T H S I, F and G also doesn't seem to be the correct one. Let's see. How do we solve this? The root of all suffering is attachment. Tayasan, Tayasan, Yatasan, Yata is mirror. Sun is sun. Or maybe we look from here. Maybe we can find something. No, no. Okay, I'm kind of stuck here. What can we do? Oh, we have map. I never know we have map. Okay, bell tower, hall of writings, main temple. There should be another map when we on the mansion. Hell hall, mosque hall, main temple. We have Fajra, no notes, nothing I can do. Maybe let's look to another place. So let's go to Mosque Hall. Maybe there's riddle or something here. It's locked. Oh, this is I need to put whatever from the previous room, the hell hall. What was that again? Yasunta, Suntaya, Suntaya, Sun. Where's the N? Is it case sensitive? I'm not sure. Oh, Sunyata or Suntaya? Let's try Suntaya. Where is the Y? Y, here Y. Untai. Okay, the password is incorrect. Maybe it's case sensitive. The password still incorrect. Okay. Learn of emptiness. The what? Maybe I need to put the full. Maybe it's not Suntaya, but oh, there's the light. Maybe Sunyata. I'm not well versed in this Buddha thing. If you guys know, can let me know. Still incorrect. How much can I put? Oh, I need to put the full. It seems. Where is Y? I was missing the Y. Yeah, I can put another word, so I need to pull it in full. Still incorrect. Maybe Sunyata. Where's the Y? Sunyata. Ah, still incorrect. What is it? What was the answer? Let's look at it again. Opposing forces, yin and yang. Yeah, it's ya. It's sun, praying to sun every day. Yeah, it's Sunyata or Suntaya. The root of all suffering, the first reason, old age, sickness, and death. Greed and desire, ignorance and delusion. Uselessly doing the same until it understood. Okay, let's try it again. It's Suntaya or Sunyata. We don't know if it case sensitive. Let's try Suntaya. I not Suntaya, but Sunyata. Sunyata. Ah, it's Sunyata. Sunyata and it's case sensitive. Wow. Okay. They should make it not case sensitive. Let's see what's inside. And also the whatever they show is a bit misleading. Yeah. I think that I need to enter just the middle part without the S and A. So we have a room of masks. Another trivia, there is... Oh, the green girl we see before, they actually a part of a game. It's not... Yeah, it's a part of a game. Is it? Is the mask girl in the same game? I don't think so. It's on the sequel. So there is another character from Toho that has mask as her tent. And if I recall correctly, she stay on the temple, I guess. I forgot. Either that or she stays somewhere else. I think she is in the temple, in the Buddha temple. Let's take the shiny thing. I found a key. Door key is added to your inventory. Oh, there's nothing here, just a key. What key I get? Bronze key, Great Buddha? What? Let's see the map. Where is Great Buddha? Main temple. Oh no. Wall of writings. So where is the Buddha? We have a locked door in the top room. The hell hall, yeah, must be this place. Let's see if the green girl still here. Oh, she's still there. I need a key to open this door. I have the key. It opens. Is the green girl still there? Oh, she's still there. Let's stay away. Oh, this is the Buddha. She's smiling. The green girl is smiling. I forgot. Who is he again? Koichi? Koichi is smiling. Hello. My name is Mary. What's your name? Mary? Creepy girl. Very creepy. I don't know. She had a doll. Okay, she had a doll now. You're lying. Ah, yes, you're right. But how do you know that? My real name is very difficult to pronounce, so my friends call me Mary. You shouldn't call yourself by a name that's not yours. Aren't you afraid of forgetting who you are? Who would you be if that happens? Well, I'm always myself. It doesn't matter what others call me. Huh? Is that so? If you aren't afraid of being forgotten, tell me then, what are you afraid of? Are you not afraid of dying? Are you not afraid of this place? After asking that, the room is filled with oppressive silence. It is clear she isn't a normal girl. I don't understand what's wrong with her. I take a breath, preparing to speak, but I just don't have an answer. I let time go by uselessly until I convinced that it is better to say something, anything, rather than make her wait. I'm worried what would happen if I make her angry. Yes, this place scares me. It's very dark and creepy here. I wish I could go home. I reply silently while looking into her eyes, her green eyes. She is silent for a few seconds without the slightest reaction, as if, okay, I skip that. Then suddenly she looks up straight into my eyes. Her lips pull into a creepy smile. You are lying. You don't want to go back. You hate it there. You lie, but your heart doesn't lie. Her voice, her smile make me nervous. I take a step back instantly. No, you still don't take the step back. You're still there. I'm scared. I clasp a hand to my chest, feeling the anxiety grow inside. I, uh, I try to speak, but only manage to make unintelligible sound. Yeah, just like thing I just did before. Something is wrong with me. Suddenly, my eyes go wide, my face turns pale, and cold sweat beats on my skin. I bend over, hugging my belly in pain. But this is a unique type of pain, one that I hate beyond anything else. This nausea, the coldness, the lack of air, and worst of all, the feeling of having your chest crushed by an invisible hand. I know them all. Don't vomit. I don't want to vomit. I hate it. I tell myself endless time inside my head, with my gaze fixed on the ground, forgetting completely about the girl. I can't even think. My mind is failing. The anguish that fills my brain overwhelms it without leaving room for anything else. Every beat of my heart hurts immensely. I groan in pain as I desperately bury my nails into my arm. Then I suddenly sink into my knees. Or rather, I fall in that position when my legs lose the strength to support my body. It taxes me just to breathe. My vision is blurry. I can see past my nose. But despite that, I know that the girl is still there, smiling while looking at me, immobile, without saying a single Word. Word. She's enjoying it. I'm sure of it. This pain, this unbearable pain that destroys me from within, has been my companion for a long time. More than an enemy or a friend, it has been my partner. You partner with the pain? The weight of anxiety crushes and twists me mercilessly. I gasp and use the last of my strength to lift my head and look at the girl, or rather where I think she is. But there is nothing I can say or do. It's a hopeless action. You are not honest, and when you lie to your heart suffers. It's the only thing she says before everything turned dark. However, that is my fault. My eyes closed when I lost the strength to hold them open. Then I collapsed motionless on the ground, drowning in a sea of suffering and hugging my knees, lying on my side. I stay in that pitiful position for countless, endless seconds until I realize I don't feel pain anymore. It's as if all my organs have been crushed until they can no longer function. In silence, I feel a couple of tears run down my cheeks. It's the last thing I know. Soon, every feeling abandons me, as if the world itself has disappeared. I want to disappear too. I hate anxiety. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's my internal tormentor. But an anxiety isn't born from nothing. It comes from our fears and despair. What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? I think I know. I know the answer, but I'm afraid to admit it. I'm afraid to accept it. My mind circles that thought as my body being eaten. She got eaten again? Okay. I can't see it, or even I feel it. I'm sure of it. I'm perfectly aware of how the teeth dig into my flesh. I cannot escape, much less defend myself, because of course I'm dead. Tonight, I died again. But I'm not frustrated or scared about it. On the contrary, I'm glad, because now I don't have to feel anxiety anymore. My destroyed body is unable to feel it. I feel perfectly calm, as if some magical medicine is circulating through my veins. My mind is at ease, and soon enough all the pain and anger from earlier drift away. Somehow, being killed instead of hurting me heals me. The only thing that saddens me is how will I tell Renko tomorrow? Oh, it's an alarm. My phone's alarm wakes me up as usual. The first thing I do is rub my face and reach for my phone to turn it off. I'm in my apartment. Everything seems so normal, until memories of the dream flash through my mind. I stare at the nothingness for long seconds, between pensive and too tired to move. It's the third time that's happened. I say, talking to myself. I don't mean that it's the third night in a row that I dream, but that is the third time I've been killed. I feel somewhat puzzled. This time, it wasn't like the others. The pain I felt was devastating, like feeling your very soul crumbling inside of you, much more painful than being stabbed or eaten. All living beings are terrified of dying and dream of cheating death. But it's different for me. After I die, I feel so relaxed. All the pain and fear goes away. They are replaced by a silent, unmoving tranquility. To tell the truth, I don't even care about that much. I don't even care that much about death. My body and my soul give it no more importance than a simple nightmare, a bad dream, although I know it is much more than that. Anyway, I sighed. and finally get out of bed. If I keep thinking about it, I'll be late for class. The rest of the day passed as usual. I kept thinking about the dream during class and how I'll tell Renko about it. And before I knew it, it's time to go to the club. Welcome, Vice President. Renko greets me when I open the door. She's already sitting at the table, drinking a fresh cup of tea for today's meeting. It's so unusual for her to be early. Hi, Renko. I say, shyly smiling. I take a seat on the other end of the table and pour myself a cup of tea. Steam billows out, filling the air with a delicious smell. I blow to cool it before taking a sip, closing my eyes and holding the cup with both my hands, elegantly. Then I take a deep breath and open my eyes. I take a moment to look at Renko's carefree face before I say anything. Renko, I had another dream. Again? That is 3 times in a row. Are you trying to set a new record? Well, where did you go this time, Mary? It was a Buddhist temple, but it looked very old and abandoned. In fact, of the 3 dreams so far, this was the gloomiest. It had many mysterious messages and even a graveyard. Renko falls silent, looking at me with eyes that say she can't wait to hear more. I can't help but smile. I tell her about my dream, the snowy cemetery, the stone statues, the broken mask, and finally, the strange girl. You didn't tell her about the Fajra. Do we still have the Fajra? Oh yeah, we still have the Fajra. I brought something again too. I dig through my bag until I find a Fajra, a Hindu ritual tool in the shape of 2 bells joined by a handle, made entirely of gold. The name means both lightning and diamond, symbolizing power and eternity. It's something even more difficult to obtain than the silver knife. The fact that it's made of gold would make it impossible to buy. I put the Fajra on the table and notice how Renko looks at it without really understanding what it is. She examines it with her eyes alone at first, and then takes it in one hand, holding it at different angles while craning her head around to see every details of the artifact. It's almost funny how extensively she studies it as if it was a piece of alien technology. It's something monks use during ceremonies, isn't it? Yes, and it's also a weapon used by the gods in ancient myths. Then suddenly I hear a metallic sound. The Fajra slipped from her fingers and fell to the ground. Renko immediately freezes, blushing in embarrassment. She snatches it up and returns it to the table, pretending nothing happened. All I do is keep smiling, but now my smile shows disgust. Don't break it, it's expensive, I said, pretending to be angry. Renko immediately looks away and adjusts her head in a shy gesture. Of course not. It's a valuable addition to the club. Anyway, Mary, do you think that girl was a yokai? Yes, I have no doubt about it. But I can't tell what exactly. She keeps saying that my heart doesn't lie. She seemed to have some sort of mind-reading powers. Yes, I will tell you guys that the green girl has some kind of mind-reading powers. Yeah, she has another abilities, but you guys can search it up by yourself. My best guess is that she was a Satori, but could be a unique species too. Yeah, Satori is a kind of yokai. And that girl's sister is also named Satori. The pink one is Satori. The green one is Koichi. I guess I would love to ask her some questions, but it seems like she doesn't let you lead the conversation. She would probably tell your heart is as cold, dark as space. What do you mean? My heart is healthy and warm. Also, Renko's heart is dark as space. I'm at the prime of life after all, she says, pretending to be excited. I don't answer her, but instead quietly raise my cup and sip some tea. A calm silence fills the room, but I know it isn't going to last. Mary, are you okay? I mean, you died again, didn't you? I intentionally omit that part. I told Renko that I woke up right after talking with the girl, but it seems that I'm not a good liar. Or perhaps I simply can't fool her. I'm fine, Renko. I've told you before, it's just a bad dream. Even if I die, it has no effect on my body or my mind. I think not. It's already affecting your mind. You didn't feel any sort of thing towards death. That is just simple thing in your life, just your everyday life. Yeah, you don't need to worry. My words sound uncaring, but deep down, I do feel guilty about it. You might not have any injuries, but dying that many times can be a good thing. Why do you worry so much? Suddenly, there is an awkward silence. Renko crosses her arms, looking over me for long seconds, with a serious expression. She seems resolved. I instead look away, avoiding her gaze and saying nothing. I know I'm being rude, but I don't want her to worry. I don't want to be a bother. Mary, I just want to make sure you are okay. I don't want you to push yourself too hard. I know you like having adventures as much as I do listening to them, but you should also rest. I can control when I have dreams. You know that. I do, but you can control what you do outside of your dreams. When you told me you died, you act like it was nothing important. You talk as if you have gotten used to it. Your dreams are journey to other dimension. When you die in your dream, does that mean the Mary of that world died too? And what if one day you confuse this world with a dream? I don't know. Everything seems so clear to me. Dreams and reality to me are so clear. I can't really explain it. I know. I can't even pretend to understand the logic and structure of what you call dreams. That's why I have a proposal. Something quite simple, actually. I'd like you to spend the night at my apartment today. That way, if you have another dream, I could come with you and make sure you don't get hurt. Without thinking, I lift my head and look up at her eyes in disbelief. Renko is serious. However, soon a playful yet shy smile draws on my face. Thanks, but you weren't very useful that time in Torifune. I know, but I promise I'll be careful this time. I really need to look at this Torifune, what kind of story it is. I'm blushing. It won't be our first time sleeping together. In fact, every time we travel for club activities, we slept in the same room. I think the Torifune things happen in the CD. The CD does give you some additional material, like if the if you buy the old CD cassette, they give you the lyrics. I think Zune give whoever buy the the Selling Club CD a story instead of lyrics. Yeah, I'll check it out. But I've never slept in her apartment before. I also suspect that Renko doesn't really know how embarrassing all this sounds to me. I can't let a Tsukima Onna or nightmares harm the vice president. As president of the club, it's my duty to do something about it. Even if you think it's unnecessary, do it just to humor me. And we could also watch movies and order pizza. It would be like a sleepover. It is a sleepover. What do you think it is? Or even better, a club activity. Yeah, club activity. Playing Ouija board. Sounds good? A shy smile tugs at my lips after hearing that. My heart beats faster, fueled by a strange combination of shame and excitement. All my worries from earlier have vanished. I know Renko only does it because she cares about me. She's a good friend. Okay, but I get to choose the pizza and the movie we'll see. Perfect, the negotiations were a success. Now I just have to find a way to sell the Fajra on the internet. Uh, yeah, that will not happen. Don't sell the Fajra. Renko laughs at my reaction, then leans over to tenderly stroke my hair. I blush and hide my smile behind a hand. The rest of the session happens as usual. We talk about some rumors Renko had heard about a haunted abandoned factory, most likely a lie, and other unimportant topics until finally it's time to leave. We leave the Fajra in the club and walk to the train station. After we board, we sit together. Renko takes my hand. She doesn't even ask for my permission. She knows I'm not going to reject her. I intertwine our fingers, feeling our closeness grow with such simple gesture. Then I close my eyes and lean against her, resting my body next to hers. Mary, don't fall asleep on the way. Just wake me up if I do. Should I wake up the princess with a kiss? Sure, that works, is my simple reply, said with pure honesty without even opening my eyes. I can't see it, but I'm sure that Renko blushed in response. I know, because he goes quiet. Knowing that fills me with pride. The rest of the trip happens in silence. Minutes pass fast and comfortably, feeling so brief until I hear Renko call me. Mary, we're here. It's time to get off. I open my eyes, and the first thing I see is Renko's face as she bends down to gently take my hand. It makes my heart swell with joy. It's something so ordinary, but that doesn't mean it can't be valuable. We talk about a few silly topics while walking together, simply because it doesn't feel right to be silent with a friend next to you. Renko's apartment is outside the city center in a building that is only 2 stories tall, unlike where I live. Once inside, the first thing I do is sit on the sofa. Renko sits at my side. Well, Mary, what would you like to see? How about a bad science fiction movie? I mean, a very bad one. I like to hear you. I like to hear you grumble about all the flaws. Huh? Do you want to see me complain every time I see something stupid? Are you sure that's fun? Of course. I love how seriously you take it. You seem to forget the fiction part in science fiction every time. I just dislike how dumb and impossible everything looks. It's hard for me to follow the hero's plan if I already know they won't work. Yeah, true. But well, then just don't regret it later. After that, Renko picks an old black and white movie. The kind where space suits are 80% aluminum foil and with a user rating of just 1 star. Don't watch that movie, even if it's just for you to, yeah, just for you to share on the movie. Just don't do it. Find a better one. Anyone who sees us might guess it, but we are both old-fashioned. The past, as opposed to the present, seems like a fascinating thing, perhaps because the filter of the time removes many of the bad things, or simply because it is far away. As we watch the movie, Renko orders a pizza with a cheese bread and a soda from her cell phone. She knows that what ingredients I like, so I don't have to say anything. That is the beginning of our night together. Just as I suppose, more than watching the movie, we spend the time making a fun of it between bites of pizza. Renko, in particular, is unable to shut up whenever she notices something wrong. She isn't very good at suspending her disbelief. However, I must confess, the movie is pretty bad, filled with logic errors, silly characters, a lazy plot, and terrible effects. See? Don't watch 1 star movie. Really not worth it. Fine, at least 3 or 2 maybe sometime. Yeah, sometimes there is what is the name? Underground, not underrated things, but 1 star has 1 star for a reason. Basically, it's a cocktail of failure that doesn't stop giving us material for complaints, ridicule, and laughter. Oh yeah, I will. There is something I forgot to tell. They are in college, so it's expected that they can drink. Yeah, they are in college. I can imagine a better way to spend the night. When the movie ends, we decide to see another one, but this time a good one about ghosts. I frequently ask Renko to pause the movie to share my theories about what's happening. Far from being upset, she seemed to enjoy the discussion. In the end, our guesses are wrong. but it's fun nonetheless. And before I knew it, it's time to sleep. We lie down and get comfortable, sleeping under the sheets. I still remember the first time we slept on the same room. It was during a club trip. I felt nervous when Renko first proposed the idea, but I quickly got used to it. It's no different from sleeping with a family member. A few seconds pass in silence, with the lights off, until Renko unexpectedly speaks. By the way, Mary, I remember once you hugged me in your sleep. What were you dreaming that time? Ah, I don't know. I guess I was cold, and you didn't do anything to stop me. Well, I didn't want to wake you up. I see. You have another dream, even if it's a cold one. I would like to accompany you. Don't forget about me and go have Don't forget about me and go have an adventure on your own. After hearing that, I turned toward her. I can't see her, but I can feel her presence. Renko was right. I, I needed tonight the company, the laughter, the warmness. Now my soul feels lighter. The stress from the nightmare has completely disappeared. Yes, I can leave the president out of the club's most special activity. I say kindly before going quiet. We don't speak another word, and sooner than I expected, I fall asleep. Did we dream? Did we dream again? Or the game is over? Doctor? Oh, doctor. I know the doctor. What's your name? Oh no, I don't know this doctor. This doctor is very scary. Hearn Maribel. I force myself to answer. My voice is weak. I can't raise my eyes from staring down at where my hands rest, clasped anxiously in my lap. The man doesn't even try to say my name. He doesn't show any concern for me, simply continues with the next question, ignoring the state I am in. He ignores my sweat, my shaking legs, my fingers clenched against my skirt, and my scared purple eyes unable to meet her gaze. Even being face to face, the distance between the two of us is immense. There's an impenetrable barrier that separates us, the barrier between normal and abnormal, healthy and sick. Do you know why you're here? Because I'm suffering from an unknown infection. What infection did you have? Oh, it's another flashback, I think. A few days before, Renko and I visited Torifune, a garden outside of this world. Oh, it's a garden outside of this world? What is it? I opened a gate and we both crossed it, entering a dreamland while still awake. However, something went wrong. I was ambushed by an unknown beast, a chimera that has no name in our world. Because of this, I became ill with an unknown infection. Renko worriedly took me to the hospital, but the doctors had more ideas for me. The disease I have is still only in my body, or so they tell me. That is not the reason. An infection like this has never appeared in the medical data, and the story simply can't be possible. So we believe there must be something else wrong with you. I know. Taking everything into consideration, we arrive at the conclusion that you are suffering from hallucinations. Your fever was psychosomatic. I'm not a good doctor, I can spell that. Psychosomatic. In other words, your body was reacting to the imaginary sickness in your mind. That's why you presented such unique symptoms from a common infection. His voice is cruel. It's poisonous. I don't want to hear it anymore. Without thinking, I cover my ears with both hands. But it doesn't help. As if he's speaking from inside my head, his voice echoes in my mind. How long have you been suffering from delirium? That question frees my heart. I hold my breath while an invincible hand crosses my chest. Without realizing it, I bite my lips to the point they bleed. I know, I know what he's thinking. I know what he's going to say. I even know what's going to happen. But even knowing all that, there's nothing I can do to stop it. All I can do is prolong the silence that separates me from his answer by a tiny moment. We want you to stay here for observation for a few months. During the first month, you will be prohibited from having visitors or contact with the outside. However, if you show signs of improvement, it may be authorized. I know it may sound harsh, but believe me, we are only doing what's best for your health. Health. Do you agree to these terms? Yes. I answer submissively, hating myself for doing so. My eyes look at the floor, completely empty. I feel like staring into an endless void with no escape. I want to do the opposite, reject it, to run away, but I know I can't. The chains of society binds me. If I refuse, they'll force me to stay for an even longer time, maybe even forever. You don't have to be afraid. We will help you become normal. He finally says, and shortly after stands up, leaves the room, abandoning me in silence. As if I want that. If I sacrifice everything that makes me who I am, everything you call abnormal, then wouldn't it be the same thing as dying? My body would still be alive, but the person, Marble Horn, would be dead. I would never be the same. It would be a new person, wearing my face and using my voice, but my personality, my identity would be lost. I don't want to disappear. Is that really such a big crime? I don't want to be normal. I want to be myself. I want. I don't know what I want. But I know it's not inside this room. Oh, what is this scary place? The game's still not over, everyone. Looks like this will be. Maybe this will be the final one. So there is some zombie like nurse, a hospital. So from what I learned, she sent into some facility to fix her or something. I don't know. Let's. Oh, the the zombie nurse is facing me wherever I go. No, I don't want to talk to the zombie nurse. Oh, it's a toilet. Can I get something in the toilet? Oh, I can close it. Yeah, I'm having some bad food. Let me here for a while. Don't stare at me, zombie. Yeah, I'm done. I'm not talking to you. Maybe I should. Hey, zombie. It's a Frankenstein kind of monster. There is something waiting for you in the garden, Miss Horn. It is scary. Why are you employing a monster like this? A beautiful woman with long hair. Oh, finally, we meet with the. What was the name again? Sukima Onna. She has patiently waited for a long time now. Ah, yes, thank you. But first, you should talk with the doctor. He is at his office. Room. What room? Room 103. Okay, 103. Our destination is 103. Oh, yeah, let's check the map. There's a garden. I don't know where I am. Hey, I wanna see the room. Room number. What's room number? Ah, I can see it. Damn it. Right, I'll give up looking for the room number. Let's just take a walk and deduce the room number based on it's 107. Oh, so I must be 106. I can see it. It's too tiny. This one is 108. Yeah, it's 108, so it must be in 109. This what 309? 109. 309? Wait a second. So this must be 308. Okay, I'm in the third floor. Looks like it. Oh, I can change the map too. Okay. So what we have in the third floor? We have lab, nurse's station, bathroom, locker room, visitor room. Let's go to the lab. What kind of sick experiment they do here? The sound is quite scary. Lab. It won't budge. Oh, I can't enter the lab. Oh, I can go here. Wait a second. Oh, it's left. Oh yeah, this is the way. It won't budge. Where is this? A lavatory? I don't know. I forgot. Let's see again. Oh, nurse station. There's a key in the nurse station. Let's take the key. Oh, it's a note. Oh, not the key. Yeah, my bad. Note is added to your inventory. Visitor room note. The first hand moves carefully, taking 12 steps twice every hour. Oh, it's a clock. One day, at the third step, it suddenly stopped feeling nostalgic. The second hand moved faster, taking 60 steps every hour. After a quarter, it took 3 more steps before looking back at his friend. Okay, whatever that is. So it's a clock. But, oh yeah, this is the clock. Hey, oh, it's a password. What? I suddenly get a password for something I don't know. Alright, let's just... I just put it. Input, so it's 3 steps. And it's a quarter, and it takes 3 more steps. Oh, March 18th. That's the day I arrived to Japan. I think I heard the door opening. Where? Which door? I don't know. Left one? Is this a door? No. Locker room, bathroom. Okay, let's go to the locker room or the bathroom. Where is the locker room and the bathroom? I don't see it. Where? I'm in the nurse station, right? Oh, okay. There's no power. Oh, it's an elevator. Oh, so I need to take the stairs then? I can only go. Is that stairs to upstairs or downstairs? Yeah, I don't know where that leads to, but I think it's go downstairs. Let's take a look around first. As the RPG enthusiast, I must do this. Search every nook and cranny before advancing to. Oh, there is a scary ghost there, and I can advance. All right, let's. I can only go to the downstairs. It seems. Go to the second floor. Yeah, let's see what we have in the second floor. There's no power. Oh, it's the lift. Uh, second. Oh, there is a basement. We're going to there too. We have day's room, nurse's station, lab, another lab. Wait, third floor and second floor are quite identical, except for the room number and visitor room or day's room. Okay, let's see what we have. It won't budge. Let's see what we can find. I mean, it won't budge. How about the lab? What kind of experiment you did here? It won't budge. Can't see. They don't let me. Oh, nothing looks like. Let's see. Yeah, it's nothing. Let's just go to the doctor office. Oh, it's not here. Where is the? Oh, this one. Uh, Which one is to the bottom floor again? This one? Oh, it's third floor. The stair confused me. Okay, Dr. Room is 103. Where is 103? Oh, just go to the up. Just go straight from here to the north. 101, 102. Oh, there is a lock room. Let's see. Is it just lock? Oh, I only need the key. It doesn't give me a riddle. Where is the doctor? Doctor, where are you? Nothing. There's just shiny thing here. Here's the key, and there's something else. Door key and note are added to your inventory. The book. I can read the book. Alright. Doctor files. Patients. MHMK 239602. Found on the doctor's desk along with the guard's key. MH must be Marble Heart. What does MK stands for? MK mysterious. Yeah, whatever that MK stands for. Let's see. Huh? It's changed into MHYK. Patient profile MHYK 239602. So it's a typo. Full name Heart Marble. Sex female. Age XX years. Admitted XXXXXXXX. Released never. Oh, we are confined in the hospital. Cannot be released. The patient was admitted to the central hospital in Kyoto due to an unknown infection. She had a wound on her arm that she claimed was caused by a wild animal. The patient suffers from anxiety. She often had attacks that lower her blood. Oh, attacks. I see. It's a medical term. I rarely heard it or read about that. That lower her blood pressure and produce nausea. She also suffers from delirium, frequently has fever, sleepwalks, and talks about seeing other worlds in her dreams. So far, neurological studies have been inconclusive. Her brain electrical activity is quite unusual, and observation of her RAM, rapid eye movement, sleep, have given inconsistent results. A lobotomy is highly recommended, severing part of the left lobe of the brain to reduce the amount of delusions, along with a high dose, 100 mg of onorolina daily, to wipe her mind of the hallucination. Is this onorolina a real drug? I don't know, never heard of it. She doesn't need that many cells anyway. Finally, an operation to remove the eyeballs and thus prevent her from being able to see those gaps that she secretly talks about when alone. Okay, if the symptom persists, it will be necessary to use electroshock therapy to disable unnecessary parts of her brain. Health requires sacrifice. Soon we will make it possible for her to be a normal person, whatever the cost, but she doesn't want to be normal. Okay. I have key, I see weird notes. Time to, let's check whatever this, I can save, right? So, the final part should be going to the garden. So, I'll avoid going to the garden in case there is some extra ending or true ending. Silver key gun, oh yeah, that one goes straight to the garden. Should I go to the garden first? Let's see. There's 3 parts that lock. I need the key, but I only have the garden key. Should I just go to the garden? Wait, the garden is in the middle. Yeah, it's in the middle. Oh, so let's see if I can go to the lobby first. Let's escape. How to escape? Which one should I take? I need to main hall, or I can go from reception. Let's see if I can go from main hall. It won't budge. How about the reception? Oh, I can. So let's go to the garden. It's open. Wait, it's sunny outside? I thought it was night. Oh, what a scary Tsukima Onna. Oh, she's looking at me. Oh, wait a second. Alright, let's continue. It's that woman, the Tsukima Onna. Why is she inside my dream? Is she the one waiting for me? This is a dream? I thought this was a flashback. You finally arrived, Maribel, she says, speaking with great elegance. Her voice sounds healthy, even beautiful, very unlike the first time we met. The rest of her body, however, still as crisp as always. What do you want with me? I apologize for scaring you, but you must know, you are very precious to me. I don't intend to harm you. I'm only here to guide you, my queen. Queen? I'm nothing like that. My father is a writer, my mother is a simple housewife. There's nothing royal in my blood. Oh, but you are. I'm not talking about royalty as humans know it, such a meaningless thing, but rather I meant that your destiny is unique. You are an impossible miracle, a magician who was born in this age when fantasy and magic have been all but extinguished. Before you, they were only the product of imagination, phantoms of what they were before. But you are unique, magician more powerful than even those of ancient myths. No, that must be a mistake. I only have dreams, I say silently, feeling my heart harden to stone. It sounds so gigantic, a task beyond anything I could have ever dreamed of, as if I suddenly had become the princess of some forgotten fairy tale. They are more than simple dreams. When you sleep, you visit other worlds, the places to which fantasy retreated after humanity rejected it. Worlds full of mysteries and wonders beyond what ordinary dreams can encompass. You even have brought objects from those worlds into yours. You can freely travel from magic to science, from dreams to the cold uncurrent reality, from forgotten to real. I gasped in shock. Something moved inside me and I listened to her. I feel my own soul break into tiny pieces as I look directly into her eyes, reflecting on them. She doesn't take her eyes off me for a second. She loves me, she adores me, on a level that is unhealthy. No word can describe it except obsession. Human yearns to live in comfort, without fear, frustration, pain, or risk in their lives. They've built societies and their lifestyles in that in mind. But always taking the safe path also has its consequence. Everything is known, everything is repeated, everything becomes easier day after day. That world, lacking in mystery, in surprise, in the unknown, has driven fantasy away. With it, happiness too has been forgotten. You know better than anyone. There is nothing to marvel at in that place. There's nothing to marvel at in that place. There is nothing that inspires wonder or any mystery that arouses interest and passion. Everything is too comfortable, so much so that one never gets to experience anything else. It's boring and lonely, but most of all, it's depressing. It's extinguished the will to live. What's the point if there is no joy? Humanity is stuck in complacency, forgetting the adventurous dreams, adversity, and wonders that once filled the world and now just myths. They have forgotten the true joy of living. In order to do it comfortably, they sacrifice their own dreams, the most valuable thing they have. Those last words resonate within me, etching themselves on my mind. My heart suddenly jumps. I feel that way. I have thought about it many times, so many that it would not be worth counting them. When everything is easy, we also lose something. Maribel, you have seen it, haven't you? How the world rejects you. Your family got mad when you told them about your dreams. Your friends thought it was strange. The doctor said you were sick. So great was the rejection that you become ill with anxiety, scared that one day everyone would turn against you. I react by widening my eyes, stunned, terrified even. My lips move without making a sound. I have no voice. I just stare at the smiling slim woman without being able to tell her a thing. Even your friend, you are afraid she's going to reject you if she learns who you truly are. You are afraid to be much of a burden to her, to make her angry and dislike you. Renko can live on without you. But what will you do without her? I'm cold. I shake my head, unable to accept it. I can feel warm tears welling up in my eyes when I think what she's talking about. The world you were born is not the world you were born in is not for you. If you need more proof of your rejection, just explore this place, a world of suffering born of your memories. No, that's not true. When I went to the hospital, everyone was nice to me. Even if they didn't believe me, they were mean. It's nothing like this. That's true, but this is how you felt. You have quietly said it many times, how it was the worst time of your life. This world is nothing less than the projection of your imagination. It is your memories given shape. This is how it looked to you. A cold, cruel, and lonely place, far away from any chance of happiness. After listening to her, I looked down in silence with my mind in chaos. Why am I not running? Why am I doing nothing to escape? I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't move. I can't move. Somehow, there's something in me that thinks that she is absolutely right. Fantasy has died in the world, except for you, Maribel. You can achieve a change. You can create a new dream world where there are always adventures, where the mysteries have no end, the feeling of wonder is lived in its maximum splendor, says the woman, speaking excitedly, wrapping her arms around me in a loving hug. She caresses me with her cold hands, but my tears are warm. That is the fate that presents itself to you. You will be the queen of a new paradise. I hold my breath. I don't know what to say. I can't even think of something. My heart and soul are shattered, feeling like water trickling through my fingers. I just freeze in the woman's cold embrace. She caresses me with a tenderness that I have never known before in my life, not even from my mother. I am crying. At the same time, my heart is beating fast, not knowing if it's because of fear or because I am excited. Listen to me, Maribel. We will build a paradise where even the gods and legends will want to enter. A majestic place where you will never feel lonely or bored again. And you will be the queen. I close my eyes, losing myself in her embrace. No word reaches my lips. I am overcome by the tenderness in her hands and the promise in her words. I am just not happy in the world I come from. Then should I try this new world? Mary! Mary, did you get up? Where are you, Mary? I can't find you. Mary, you're gone, aren't you? So Maribel tries to woke us up or something. Looks like the game is over here. Okay, the game is really over. So yeah, it's a good place to end it. So I'm a bit speechless here. Not sure what to talk about. The what about it? The Sukima Onna in Fanon we think that Yukari, the big shot on Toho franchise, is related to Maribel in one way or another. It was like she is the when she dreamed, we thought that she became Maribel or something. I don't remember. But yeah, there is a there is a lot of evidence that Maribel might be Yukari, but it's never been confirmed. I think Zun did say that both are different people, or yeah, I forgot. But yeah, there is a lot of relation about them, about Yukari and Maribel. The Tsukima Onna in the games are might be Yukari, but no, it doesn't use the what would I say the outfit. Yeah, the outfit. It's different from what Yukari usually wear. It doesn't resemble her in any way, except that the Tsukima Onna is Tsukima Onna, the same yokai as Yukari. Yeah, thank you, MO team. We finally finished the game. My backseats unfortunately had to go a few minutes before we finish. Yeah, sad for him. Yeah, I think it's a good game to explore about Maribel and about the dream. And since, if I recall correctly, this is just a demo, a good demo. Yeah, I will wait for the full version when it's out. Maybe if it's allowed, I will stream it. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for everyone that watching. Yeah, see you next time. Maybe in the weekend I will back to Mahjong. Oh, and also I'm not sure if I should talk English all the time or maybe I should switch to Indonesia plus a bit Sundanese. You can tell which one is the best suit for you guys. Alright, thank you. See you next time.